Happy Monday, Mickey class! Last week we talked about the supermarket, and this week we are going to talk about fast food. Fast food is a funny word. I don't actually use it a lot in Taiwan, but fast food is like the kind of food that you get in the restaurants that are like McDonald's. Most of these restaurants are American. Fast food is really, really popular in America because people in America are really busy. And so you go and you drive in your car and you go through the drive-through. So you park your car at the restaurant and you tell them the food you want and they give you the food in your car. And it's really fast. So you can do it when you're really busy. So that's why it's called fast food. Also, people in America are a little bit lazy, right? So that's why America has fast food. But there are a lot of fast food places that you can go to in Taiwan, right? So we'll talk about some of them. The first most important and famous one is McDonald's. McDonald's is one of the most famous fast food places in the whole world. Another one you can find in some places in Taiwan, I know there's one in Jubei and one in Hsinchu, is Subway. It is a little bit healthier than McDonald's. Fast food is usually not healthy. Subway is probably one of the healthiest fast foods you can go to. But it's also not the first one that people think about, right? Because there is also, I don't even know how you say this correctly in English because this restaurant is from Japan. I call it Moss Burger. Maybe it's Moss Burger, but let's call it Moss Burger. And then you have Burger King. So in America, Burger King and McDonald's are the most famous ones. There are so many more fast food restaurants in America that Taiwan doesn't have. I think Taiwan fast food is a little bit different. Because in Taiwan, you can also just go to the dumpling restaurant and get dumplings very quickly or noodles very quickly. And there are night markets in Taiwan, right? America doesn't have night markets, so we need to have a lot of fast food. There's also KFC, which is the chicken restaurant. So all of these restaurants I'm showing you, except for Moss Burger, are actually from America. Let's talk about the things that you usually get at a fast food restaurant. So people usually think about hamburgers. When you think about fast food, you think about a hamburger. You can also call a hamburger a burger or a cheeseburger. Do you know what is different between a hamburger and a cheeseburger? Is that a cheeseburger is just a hamburger with cheese. So a hamburger is a cheeseburger that does not have cheese. So it just has the meat and the vegetables and the bread, right? But if you say a hamburger and it has cheese, people will understand. French fries. I think almost every fast food restaurant has French fries. Not every fast food restaurant has burgers, right? Because KFC sells chicken, not burgers. But they all have French fries. I love French fries. And we've talked about these a lot. We have chicken nuggets. So at McDonald's, if you want to get a kid's meal or a Happy Meal, you can choose if you want a burger or chicken. Chicken nuggets are what they usually have in the American restaurants. I know at McDonald's in Taiwan, you can get the chicken that is on the bone. But I think people in America, I think maybe it's because we're lazy, but we don't eat meat on a bone so much. So chicken nuggets are much more popular in America. McDonald's only has chicken nuggets in America. No chicken on the bone. KFC still does have chicken on the bone. And KFC also has the popcorn chicken, which I talked to some students about. Popcorn chicken is just like really, really small chicken nuggets. They look like popcorn, so they're so small, and they're a little bit more crunchy. Or no, they're really yummy though. You should try them. I think KFC has them here. Let's talk about drinks. Coke. C-O-K-E, Coke is Coca-Cola, right? So Coca-Cola, you can call it cola, or you can just call it Coke. So most people, when you speak English, they'll just say, yes, hello, I will have a Coke. But Coke is only for Coca-Cola. If it is another soda, you need to call it soda. Where I am from, in America, we actually call it pop. P-O-P, pop. So I'll say, oh, hi, can I drink a pop, please? And they'll say, oh, what pop do you want? And I say, I'll have Sprite. Sprite is the clear one. So if you go to McDonald's, they'll usually ask if you want Coke or Sprite. Sprite is the one that is blue and green. If you look at the picture, is blue and green, and it is clear. It's like bubbly water, it looks like. It tastes like lemons. Oh, I love Sprite. Fried chicken is what you can get at KFC. Fried chicken is the chicken that comes on the bone. Fried is how they cook it, right? So they'll cook it in oil. That is what it means to fry something. And so fried chicken you can buy at KFC, but also in Taiwan, you can buy it at McDonald's. I don't go to Burger King, so I don't know if Burger King has fried chicken. But KFC is famous for its fried chicken, right? Ice cream. A lot of fast food restaurants in America have milkshakes, which is the next word. Milkshakes are made with ice cream. But there are not so many milkshakes in Taiwan, probably because people in Taiwan maybe don't like them as much as people in America do. But you can get ice cream when you go to McDonald's, and you can get the ice cream with the Oreo in it. You can sometimes put the candy in the ice cream. I know those are called McFlurries at McDonald's. I don't know if the other fast food restaurants here have ice cream. I don't eat a lot of fast food, actually, at all, so I don't really know. I used to eat McDonald's all the time, though, so I know about Taiwan McDonald's. So these are the things that you can get at a fast food restaurant. So first thing you would do when you go to a fast food restaurant, we talked about the drive-through, so you can drive your car to many of them. And then you go and you talk on the speaker and you hear the person and they say, hi, what do you want? And there's the big sign, the menu, and you can see what the choices of food are. And so you talk to them, you say, hello, can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have this? And then they tell you how much, and you drive to the window and you give them the money and they give you your food and you can leave. So that's the drive-through. But if you walk into a fast food restaurant, you have the counter, right, with the menu up here, and you see the people making the food behind them, and you tell them what you want, and you give them the money, and they'll tell you your number, right, and you wait for them to say your number, and you take your food, and that's it, and you can take it home to go, or you can have it here, which is when you eat it inside the restaurant. And so when you go and you tell the people what you want, that is called ordering. So one of the conversation questions we have is, what do you like to order when you go to McDonald's? I know before I was a vegetarian, my favorite thing at the McDonald's was the McChicken, the chicken sandwich, and it would have some lettuce on it. It was so good. So when I would go to McDonald's, I would order a McChicken, French fries, and a soda. Maybe a milkshake. Oh, also, McDonald's has those really yummy small pies, those apple pies. I really think they're so yummy. And then when you say, what fast food do you like to eat? You can say, I like to eat any of the vocabulary. I like to eat hamburgers. I like to eat chicken nuggets. Or you can talk about the restaurant. I like to eat KFC. I like to eat Mossburger. Do you like? We know how to answer that, right? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Is it healthy to eat fast food all the time? No, we know that fast food is not healthy. It's not good for your body, right? There are so many other things that are good for your body, like fruits and vegetables. And fast food, any food that is fried, that has a lot of that oil, is not so good for you. So if you ate fast food all the time, it's probably not healthy. So to answer this question, you can just say no. You cannot eat it all the time because fast food is not healthy. And then we can talk about what our favorite fast food is and what our least favorite fast food is. Remember, least favorite means the one that you do not like, okay? My favorite fast food in Taiwan is probably McDonald's, and my least favorite is KFC, because KFC only has meat, right? And then that's another very good question is how often? How often do you eat your favorite fast food? Often means how many times, right? So how often means how many times in 1 week, how many times in 1 year do you eat fast food? So you can say, let's talk about how many times every week you eat it. So maybe you can say, oh, I eat fast food 1 time every week, 1 time a week. Or you can say, I eat fast food 1 time a month. It means I don't eat it very much, but maybe 1 time the whole month of May. All of May I will eat it 1 time. Or you can say, I eat my favorite fast food every day. Whoa, maybe you go to McDonald's every day. I don't know. I eat my favorite fast food 2 times a week, right? You can say it like this. Okay, I know the video is getting long. You can pause it if you want. You can watch it many times, but I do quickly want to talk about phonics. We're talking about OD odd. So we talked about OB ob last week. We need to be careful when we're reading these that we can see that the B and the D are different. So again, we don't want it to sound like ode. We want it to sound like odd. Ah, ah, ah. Short O. So we don't want it to sound like short A, short E, short I, short U, long O. We don't want any of these. We want short O, odd. So we have k, odd, cod, right? Remember this? K, odd, cod. That is a kind of fish. That's usually the kind of fish that you will eat if you buy like some fish at the store. Sometimes it's cod, not always. And then we have p, odd, pod. That is like what peas and beans can go in. Make sure when we're doing these, right, we're not going k, odd, cod, k, odd, p, odd. No p. P is Chinese, right? S, odd, sod. That is grass. So if you're going to put grass in your yard, you will put down some sod. And cl, odd, clod. Make sure we're not saying cl, col, C-L, col, odd, clod. Clod is like glob, right? We talked about glob last week. Clod is almost the same thing. So we say, oh, there is a big glob of toothpaste in your sink. Clod is maybe for dry things. Glob can be for wet things like toothpaste or glue, these things that are a little bit wet, a little bit sticky. Clod can be like a big piece of dirt. There's a clod of dirt on the road. I think glob, you don't say very much, but clod, we say even less. So again, phonics words, we don't need to worry so much about what they mean. It's a good idea to remember the picture for assessment, but we don't need to worry about what they mean, right? We just need to worry about how to say them and what they sound like, how to read these words. So let's think about other odd words. Maybe you can write some down at home with your family. You can write as many odd family words as you can. Other things you can do with your family, I think you should take your phone, or not your phone, right? Your mommy or daddy's phone, and open up Food Panda or Uber Eats. And I want you to look at all of the fast food restaurants there. So there's definitely McDonald's on Uber Eats. I think KFC too. So find any fast food restaurant you can find on Uber Eats, and I want you to look at the food they have there and use this vocabulary. See what kind of vocabulary you can use for the food on these Uber Eats and Food Panda fast food restaurants. And then maybe your mommy or daddy will even order it for you. I don't even know. That would be really cool. So that is everything we need to know about our fast food lesson this week. And you can watch this video as many times as you want. You can pause it, stop it. That's fine. And comment down here, what is your favorite fast food? You can tell me your favorite fast food restaurant, or you can tell me what your favorite thing to eat at a fast food restaurant is. I want to know. So I will talk to you more about sight words tomorrow. So have a good rest of your day and stay safe.